starting line as we get ready to rock and roll. The revs are up. Let's see what Dax Bennett, Haydn Deegan, Diesel Thomas, Casey Cochran all have to say about this moto. Moto number 2, 85, 10 to 12. And the number 30, the Kawasaki Team Green ride of Drew Adams out of Tennessee. Haydn Deegan second. Austin Varenci in the number 3 spot. Diesel Thomas, Jeremy Fapani round out your top 5. Dylan Blecka in the number 6. Thomas Wood, Dax Bennett is 8. And Haydn Deegan has not messed around as he moves right into the lead. Drew Adams right behind him on the Kawasaki. A lot of KTMs out there in that top 10. And then that is a nice lead early on. There's the number 1 of Dax Bennett already moving into the number 3 spot. He was 8th place off the start, and Dax Bennett already making moves. And Haydn Deegan knows exactly what he has to do. He has to just go as fast as he can, disappear, and hope Dax Bennett gets kind of caught up with some of the traffic. But Bennett already starting to work on Drew Adams. So Haydn Deegan, they have not seen this racetrack in quite some time. Super ready. They got their little sight lap, and now it is go time. Got to get the heart rate up. Got that sweet new Thor gear. The old, new, sweet, retro Thor gear.
Man, that's that 1990 Rick Johnson stuff, the old chain link pattern.
That's right.
Absolutely looking good. Yeah, you mentioned Bennett already starting to move through the pack back there. Deegan trying to take advantage of it, trying to get out there, get as much real estate between him and the number 1 machine as possible. And I tell you,
he's already made it in the number 2 spot. He's knocking on the door.
Not going to take long. I was getting ready to say, not going to take long for these guys to get hooked up on the course, and just only a matter of time. And here it is already, lap number 1.
Didn't take long for Haydn Deegan's jersey to come untucked either. He likes to ride comfortably. He's riding in flip-flops, t-shirt. All right, different lines there. That way on the inside is Dax Bennett. And that rut has finally gotten cleaned up. They finally went through there with the dozer there and kind of scraped that 700-foot long rut there. That was one of the longest ruts I've ever seen. It was, I don't know, as wide as a backhoe. Looked like it got scooped out all the way down.
Yeah, and the hook was as long as a station wagon at the end.
Yes,
so.
yes. You're in it. Once you're in, you're committed to that rut. There's the 38, Haydn Deegan. It's going his way right now.
You made the comment earlier we were putting 2 PWs in one rut side by side.
It was like their own racetrack. Can't even see their heads. Through the 10 Commandments again, it's Haydn Deegan, Dax Bennett. This is a good moto for Haydn Deegan. The Orange Brigade ride. So we'll continue to watch the number 38 of Haydn Deegan as he knocks down some quick lap times, trying to run and hide for the number 1 of Dax Bennett. Drew Adams solid in 3rd. Austin Varencia is 4th. Logan Best rounds out your top 5. This moto brought to you by AirMed. You can jump on and subscribe for 1 year. I think it's $85, and that'll cover you if you have to fly out of a race or any type of event. You can save yourself thousands of dollars, and I know that's something you don't want to think about, but if you ever ask Chad Ward about getting flown out on a helicopter, he got it twice, back-to-back years here at Loretta Lynn's, thousands of dollars that you can save. They were here last night. They presented the dinner for us, the promoter dinner last night, and we are happy to have them here. Again, you can check in with AirMed if you want to have some insurance and peace of mind. AirMed would love for you to come talk to them about that quick little membership that'll take care of you and your family. They have a family discount. It's like $85 for the year, and if you need to get flown out of anywhere, then that will cover you. And we all know that can be a costly trip, thousands of dollars on a helicopter.
And it means you get to get treated at your hospital near home, which if you're going to be there for a week or so, you'd way rather be close to all your relatives and such than just the particular racetrack. I'd say you're from New England and you go racing in Texas. Do you want to be in the hospital in Texas, or do you want to be in the hospital in New England? So that's the advantage of the Air Medcare network.
Yeah, we got a chance to kind of hear their spiel last night, and everybody here is covered this week. How about that? Just for you're here, you're covered.
You're getting flown out. It's free.
Wow.
Look, don't put it past me to pretend that I stubbed a toe or something. I need to get a flight home. Yeah.
Don't think that's quite how it works. They're going to have to justify that flight. So,
But nobody would doubt that you stubbed a toe.
and
So,
you were
for
looking
sure.
for a free ride.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you're
so
looking for
far,
something
my
free.
plan is looking great.
It all checks all the boxes. So Dax Bennett has gone down, and things got a little bit interesting now. There's the 44, the 53 of Logan Best, Austin Barencia. How do you pronounce his name? Barenci, B-A-R-R-E-N-E-C, Barenici. I'm going to go with Barenici. Zayden Mason is 6th. Casey Cochran is 7th. Jude Smirlik 8th. Aiden Dickens is 9th. And Christian Yannick, part of the Russian Mafia, back there in the number 10 spot. But Haydn Deegan, 11-second lead over Dax Bennett. Bennett did go down, but he did not lose his position. He is still in the number 2 spot, drops back 11 seconds. So now, if Dax Bennett wants to be the man, he's going to have to man up and go after your leader, number 38, the talented Haydn Deegan.
Bennick's not going to be affected by this in the least bit. He's going to get up. He's going to go at it. He's going to go about business like he normally does. He's passed most of these guys once today. He's going to pass them again. And it's just a matter of time for Bennick, whether he's going to have enough in the tank, whether he's going to be able to get through the pack and then be able to deal with Deegan at the same time. But when these two go heads up, it's just a matter of who's going to make the least mistakes, who picks the best line.
Yeah, they're both great racers. They're both great starters, very, very similar in speed.
Absolutely.
And this is another Michael Lessie, Ryan Villapoto rivalry we're going to talk about for a long, long time, assuming they all kind of track in that same direction.
Good comparison. This is Cooper Webb, Adam Cianciarillo all over.
Absolutely. Yep. They are the heavy hitters. They have been touted like for years now already, and they're only like 12, 13-year-old kids.
That's
crazy,
right. That's heavy, dude.
Yeah, Deegan gets a lot of fanfare, and he brings it on himself. He's got a very large social media presence, and that's by design. There's the value to that. When you bring him up and when he turns pro, he's going to be like LeBron James in terms of social media. My kids know about him. They're like, hey, I saw you on his video. I'm like, you don't even watch motocross, but they watch Haydn Deegan stuff.
Right.
Just because he's interesting, he's always got something cooking.
There's a couple guys at our office that don't have kids that race, don't whatever, but they watch that YouTube channel. They watch that Instagram. They watch those videos like no tomorrow. And they always, hey, Megan, did you see this one?
Correct. There's the 27 of Christian Yannick working his way. Dude, he was in like 11th now. He's all the way up to 9th. He is moving. He's got the number 44 of Zayden Mason right in front of him. There's Yannick on the Kawasaki working. There's the number 40 we're having a look now. That is Aiden Dickens, a great author in the early 1800s. Yep. Center part of the racetrack, Haydn Deegan already clearing the finish line. Comes right past us. Your top 3 looks like this: Deegan, Bennick, and Adams. Adams with that early hole shot. Got displaced by Haydn Deegan pretty quickly. Dax Bennick has already carved into that lead by about a second. It was over 11 seconds. Now it's down to 10.5. We're only at lap 4. 11 minutes remaining. Who knows?
It's business.
It'll be a close one.
Yeah, it's business as usual for Bennick. Another day at the races. Deegan out front, riding defensively. What's that?
1-2 moto scores, 2-1 moto scores.
Yeah.
They're dead even going into if they freeze the field. Deegan and Bennick, they're going to slug it out in that third and final moto.
That's it.
It is it. I'm serious. That's what I said. He's like, why are you getting so hostile?
I know. Just repeat. Just repeat again.
Just to follow up with what you're saying, I agree with everything. Just keep going. Come on, Matt. Don't you quit on me now. Don't you quit on me. Did he walk out? What view was that? How did that just happen? I've never seen they went under the billboard and swung around and caught the guys as they came around. No, whoever was filming that, there was enough of a hole underneath that billboard. They come right by them. Let's see if they do it again. Watch this. And we'll go. Oh! That is a Wes Williams. Look what you've done. You've started a revolution. What a great shot that was. Very creative. So now they've patented by the billboards, and then the shot will transition down. And, oh, he psyched us out. Oh. He went, yeah. Come on now, you're playing with us. Haydn Deegan, your leader, he is 11 seconds out. Oh, the no-look video. Whoa, it's the Larry Bird shooting free throws blindfolded here. Jeez. The people out here at the racetrack are like, well, what are you talking about? But everybody at home, they get it. They see what's going on here. All right, there's a look at the number 2, the returning second-place finisher of Casey Cochran. His dad was a pilot, said he flipped his number out to his, not his wife at the time, but though he was literally on it like an aircraft carrier. She was working on it. You know how they point you off where you take off, and he threw his number down. No way. That's how he did it. That's Top Gun style right there. Like he is, I mean, that is Tom Cruise all day long. Yeah, he's a pilot, and he said, if this doesn't work, I don't have anything else. That's all I got. I'm in an F-18.
Remove this before flight. It's my phone number.
True story.
That is unbelievable.
That from them.
How could it not work?
I mean, it has to.
Yeah.
It'd work for me. I would jump in that plane. I'd jump on the wing and ride with him. I'm going with you.
I'll be your wingman. Literally your wingman.
I'm on your wing.
On your wings. By the way, Deegan did lead the first moto until he went down, and that allowed Bennett to get the win. So Deegan, had that not happened, could be looking at a 1-1 as we go back under the billboard with our camera.
We're getting so...
I'm going to get my camera, and I want to shoot the video of how they did that.
So behind the scenes with.
Yeah, behind the scenes. We're going to have 8 hours a day of coverage, and then 8 hours a day of coverage of the coverage from behind the scenes.
There'll be a podcast about the coverage of the coverage.
Yes. Yes. And we'll do the director's cut, then the Fire Festival documentary about how we did it all. So Deegan's getting away. At one point in that first moto, Bennett caught him. Then Deegan pulled back out front until he went down. So he could have been looking at a 1-1, but now we're looking at a 2-1-1-2. Yeah. Going into that third moto, it's going to be another showdown. These two have had tons of battles like this through the years. I don't know how they maintain
a great friendship.
They do, yeah. What the heck?
They are buddies, too. That's really cool.
You know, I think that's a smart way to play it. I had an interview I did with Austin Faulkner yesterday, and I was like, hey, man, are you and Sexton good? And he's like, we never had incidents. We never had, like, dads arguing or anything, but he's the guy I had to beat, and he probably thought I was the guy he had to beat, so we can't really be friends. But, look, this is a mini-cycle class. The chances that these two end up being the only two guys battling each other 8 years from now usually doesn't work out that way. They're going to be fighting somebody else that they don't even know about right now. Right. So there's no reason to put it all on the line and not be cool with each other now, because it might not even matter in the long run.
And they actually have pretty normal families that don't really get all into that kind of drama. I think that's good. True. Both the families are driving in the right direction.
Like, as an example, we spent all this time with Alessi Villopoto, right? Yes. But who did Villopoto spend his 10 years really battling? Ryan Dungey, who he had probably never even heard of.
Didn't even know who he was.
Yes. So
blacks that guy every time they race.
Yeah. So for the most part, wasn't there a big legend of Bradshaw and Emig having great battles here?
Yep.
And then I remember Emig said, he's like, this is the guy I'll have to battle my whole life. Instead, it was some guy, Jeremy McGrath.
Some sea rider.
Sea rider.
He was a sea rider that same year.
That became the guy he had to be.
That guy? Sure. The guy with the dumb Showtime thing on the back?
That says Showtime in the C class?
In the C class, cocky guy. Yeah, whatever. It turned out
Did you see that? We got photos of McGrath. Can you imagine running a Showtime butt patch in the C class?
As a C class rider?
Wow.
He knew it though.
Yeah.
Like he knew what was up.
Ooh. Oh, for the yeah. You got some brass ones there.
There you go.
Yep. So there's probably a lot of people that laughed. Joke's on you. Turned out to be just about the best rider that's ever raced. So congratulations.
Yeah, I was one of those people. You know, you look back, we watched everything we could watch as soon as we could, and we're like, who is this guy? Team Green, C-Class, Showtime. Okay, he rides BMX.
Yeah, look out. He'll go on to be one of, if not the best rider that's ever raced anything ever.
Bag my groceries and just shut up.
Yeah, but get your Vons. I got my Vons card.
I got my Vons card.
Right.
Jeremy, Mr. McGrath, will you run those out to my
Toyota
SR5, please?
So in the end, Bennick and Deegan, we'll see if they can maintain the friendship all the way through. They're keeping it fun and light off the track. It doesn't mean they don't race each other hard once they're on it, but Bennick's not making any inroads on Deegan now. He went a half second quicker, but 15 seconds is a deficit, so no real stress on Deegan up front.
No real reason to push if you are Dax Bennett. That's pretty much an unattainable deficit to try to reel in. You don't want to go down trying to make that happen. Sit there in second and let the chips fall where they may in that third and final moto coming up. They'll be all tied up, so it's zeros for those two kids. Nice ride for Drew Adams. He got the whole shot. Solid in third.
Well, Drew Adams is happy. He's a lot younger than these two riders, so he's going to try to take his 3-3 scores.
Yep, just turned 6.
11 years old in the 10 to 12 class. That is legit.
That means he has AMA possibly 2 more years in this class.
Yeah, Bennick is 13, so he's 2 years younger. So he'll take the podium finishes. I don't think he expected to come here and beat the riders that are 2 years older. That's a big gap from 11 to 13. They're very happy. There's a lot of Kawasaki people watching him when he puts that bike on the podium. So that's a great ride for him.
Yeah, I mean, they know that red hair is going to kick in. He's got a head full of awesome red hair, and they know that's going to get into the bloodstream, and really it's just a light switch. It's over.
Yep, yeah, it's the long legacy.
Freckled
If we
red
could
head.
just find a rider, kid named rider with red hair, it is over.
And give him a Kawasaki.
Yep.
Fall in line, just like Ricky.
Yep.
AC, Brian Villapoto.
I think that was the problem. You know, Cianciarulo was really good here, and then a couple of years took him to really find his groove. The hair is like almost red, but it wasn't like the official red.
Right.
And I think that
the
slowed him
Redheads
down a
did
little
claim
bit.
him in the draft, in the hair draft.
They
We
did? No,
yeah,
they did claim him.
We took.
Were you part of that?
Absolutely.
Did they bring you there as the good luck charm?
Yes, I walked out
in the lottery.
The third round of the Redhead Motocross Draft. Redhead select Adam Cianciarulo out of Port St. Lucie, Florida.
Man, just another in a long line of number ones for the Redhead team.
Come up, hug him, you know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
pumped. He was pumped. Got him into training camp, whipped him into shape there. Took him a while, struggled, got some injuries.
Hair
We're on
got a
track.
little less red for a little while. Hair was a
on
little
track.
less red. There's Bennick. We're watching through the 10 commandments.
Through there. One of the few
Adams,
kids.
Logan Best is 4th. Casey Cochran 5th. Janik 6th. Enzo Timmerman 7th. Zayden Mason 8th. Jude Smirlik and Jordan Renfro round out your top 10. Time running out.
You've gotten you've gotten cussed out by old man Janik in Russian or whatever language he speaks.
Yeah,
right?
I
It's
don't know.
awesome.
I think I did.
It is awesome.
Yeah, it is amazing. I don't know what that is.
If you're in a bar fight at 3 a.m., you want that Russian mafia hitman on your side. He'll do it. It is. Yeah, that's him from Taken. He does. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. He can figure out the dialect, where you're from, and the next thing you know, he's under your bed. There's the number 1. Dax Bennett continues to moto around out there, as does the 38-year leader, Haydn Deegan. All the subscribers of YouTubers are going to be pumped for Haydn Deegan. How do you manage all that, though, man? I could not keep up with all that social media. You post something, and people just go nuts on it and have something crappy to say about it or positive to say. You can't even keep up with all the comments. I think he's a post and go. Just drive by, post. Just post it and go, man. His social media, post and go. When he posts something, there's like 20 million people comment on it. Like, how do you keep it? You post your information on Instagram and just keep going. Don't even stop to read any of the comments or the likes. Don't worry about it. He posts and go. I just made it up. It's called post and go. You just post and go. Deegan has 17 seconds over Dax Bennett. Drew Adams, this thing has not changed in quite some time. I guarantee you that third and final moto will be a good one. Again, this moto brought to you by AirMed. Everybody's covered. If you had to fly out on a helicopter, heaven forbid you do. Wow, Haydn Deegan going 2, then 3 in the 10 Commandments. I like it. I can tell you one thing, that kid's going to be good at Supercross. That's a fact.
You must say.
Again, I want to give a big shout out to Air Med Care Network. And that you can find them at airmedcarenetwork.com. Pretty easy to remember, airmedcarenetwork.com. $85 a year. That's what their membership starts at. And that covers you should you have to fly out of any racetrack or anywhere in America. You can secure your peace of mind with our 3 million plus Air Medicare Network members can take comfort in the knowledge that should they experience a medical emergency, there will be no out-of-pocket expenses if flown by an Air Med Care Network provider. Can't beat that. Peace of mind, man. $85 to make sure you don't get charged literally thousands of dollars should you have to take a helicopter ride out of this racetrack. Big thanks to those guys. That is airmedcarenetwork.com. There's the number 38 of Haydn Deegan. He is rocking and rolling. Had a great start. He is fist pumping. He knows he is in this fight for sure. Deegan will take the win. Bennett will finish up second. And we're looking for Drew Adams to round out your podium. It's your podium, Alex McWilliams. I called you Alex McWilliams. Your name is Alex Hunter. Did you know that? Did you know your name's Alex Hunter? Good deal. All right, we're going to toss it down to Larry Myers, who is going to have your podium for you. Take it away, Skip Chicolo.
Well, that was a good one. It's going to set up a great showdown in Moto 3 later in the week with Deegan and Bennett tied with a Moto win and a second place each. Deegan had the lead in the first Moto, but he did go down. Drew Adams, good job on the Team Green ride, finishing up in third again and getting the Bell Helmets Holeshot Award, so that's definitely something to be proud of. As we mentioned, he's one of the youngest riders in this class, so that's a good ride for a rider who's had great success already down here at the ranch on 50s and 65s. So the Deegan family is here and ready, as are the folks from KTM and the Orange Brigade. Got a lot of logos to make sure we got dialed in. And yeah, some drinks. It was a hard 20-minute moto. Got to get hydrated. Got the goggles ready. It's like an army. A monster army, I suppose. People getting ready. You in line as well?
Might go on the internet, so we got to do it right.
Hey, all right. I got to be on my game then, too. All right. I got to be on my game. This is going to be the best interview I put together all week because it's a lot more YouTube followers than I have. All right, everybody, let's congratulate our Moto winner and taking the gold, Haydn Danger Boy Deegan. Well, that was an awesome ride. You left no doubt about it. Take me through that race. How'd it go?
Yeah, I got off to a super sick hole shot, finally. And then I just kind of rode up front for a little bit. Daxton was behind me, and then heard Dax fall behind me, and then I looked back, and I had a pretty big lead. So then I just turned it up another notch so I could check out any further, just in case I made a mistake. But overall, it's pretty good, and I'm pumped.
How are you and Dax able to maintain friendships? It seems like every year we come here, it comes down to you two for the motos and the titles. How are you guys stay cool like that?
I don't know, we're just homies.
Nothing wrong with that. That's the spirit of it all. Who do you want to thank, Haydn?
KTM Orange Brigade, Team Dunlop, Monster Army, Thor, 100%, 6D, and everybody else that's helping me. Thanks so much.
There it is, gold medal. It's going to be a great showdown in Moto number 3, but right now he's on top in Moto 2, Haydn Deegan. So we congratulate the number 38. We will bring his homie on up to the stage here to get this silver, Daxton Bennett, and he did win the first Moto, so this will be good in Moto number 3. So a little crash there cost Bennett, but hey, in Moto 1, Deegan had the crash, so it's all even up as we get into the third Moto. Come on up, Daxton. And here it is, silver medal for Daxton Bennett. Was there a little crash? Did that make a difference out there?
Yeah, I crashed twice.
Twice? What happened each time?
I just kind of pushed the rut a little too far, and it was like super deep, and I just kind of fell over.
Yeah. Otherwise, did you feel good besides those two moments?
Yeah, I felt really good throughout the moto. I just had a few mistakes, but I was right there, and wish I wouldn't have went down.
Yep. All right, who do you want to thank?
Lord Jesus Christ, keep me safe. KTM Orange Brigade, Troy Lee Design, Scott Goggles, Dunlop Tires, Motor X, everyone else, thank you.
All right, second place for Daxton Bennett. And we got some Kawasaki brass watching this one as well, because in third place, we're going to bring him on up. Chattanooga Choot Drew. Let's hear for the number 30 of Drew Adams. Got to be happy. Keep holding your own out there.
Yeah.
Take me through that moto.
Well, I got the whole shot perfectly, and then Daxton and Deegan got around me, so I just tried to stay steady behind them the whole moto.
Awesome. And I got one more thing for you. I'll give you this Bell Helmets Holeshot Award, and then we'll let you thank some people. So let's hear it for our $100 Bell Helmets Holeshot winner, Drew Adams. And you're an actual Bell athlete, right? So that's good. Who else do you want to thank? I'm sure the helmet company, too.
My mom, Dad, Jesus for keeping me safe. Moto X Compound, Matt Walker, Tim Vidor, Justin Boyd. Dunlop for hooking me up great off the start. Kawasaki, Team Green, Bell Helmets, 100% Answer Racing, and everybody that forgot. Thank you.
There it is. Drew Adams, everybody. That'll do it for 85. Let's send it back to the tower.